好，歡迎各位收睇本年度學生會選舉論壇。我哋係今日司儀 Oscar 同 Gordon。
Greetings to everyone. Allow us to welcome all of you who are watching the Students' Union Election Forum. We are the MC, Gordon and Oscar.
由於今年考完試之後仍然要正常上堂，我哋未能夠好似以前咁樣安排實體嘅選舉論壇，所以只可以透過網上直播舉行。不便之處，敬請原諒。
As we are still having normal school days after the examination this year, we cannot organize a real-life election forum like the previous year. Therefore, we can only organize the election forum by live streaming on the internet. Sorry for the inconvenience caused.
今日嘅論壇將會分為5個環節，分別係候選內閣自我介紹、候選內閣主場提問、司儀提問、同學提問以及候選內閣總結。
Today's election forum will be divided into 5 sections. The introduction of the proposed Students' Union Cabinet, questions by the opposing candidates, questions by the MC, questions by students, and the conclusion of the proposed cabinet.
如果各位同學喺收睇直播期間有任何問題係想向候選內閣發問嘅話，都歡迎直接喺 chat room 度留低你嘅問題。司儀喺同學提問環節有可能會選擇你嘅問題發問。
If students have any questions about the proposed Students' Union Cabinet during the live forum, please feel free to comment down in the chat room. Our MC may choose your question to ask during the questions by students section.
而今年嘅學生會選舉有2個候選內閣參選，分別係1號候選內閣 Fulton 同埋2號候選內閣 Epoch。
As of this year, there will be 2 proposed Students' Union Cabinets. The proposed Students' Union Cabinet number 1 is Fulton, while the proposed Cabinet number 2 is Epoch.
而家我哋會進入第一個環節，候選內閣自我介紹。
Here comes the first session, the introduction of the proposed Students' Union Cabinet.
喺呢個環節入面，每個候選內閣會有10分鐘嘅時間，用英文去介紹佢哋嘅政綱。
In this session, each proposed cabinet will have a total of 10 minutes to introduce their manifesto in English.
首先，我哋有請1號候選內閣 Fulton。
First, let us welcome the proposed cabinet number 1, Fulton.
Testing. Good evening, principal, teachers, and fellow champion boys. I'm the president of Fulton, proposed cabinet number 1 of the Students' Union. Our cabinet's name, Fulton, is the Latin word for hope, which encapsulates our aspiration of running for this Students' Union, to revitalize the hope most lose due to our recent turns of events. By taking the lead of the Students' Union, we yearn to become the benefactors to all students, refurbishing the now dull school lives most found themselves leading, preserving the culture and traditions reaped by our predecessors and taking them to new heights. We have also designed a cabinet logo surrounding the concept, a lighthouse, leading out a path of illumination in the depth of the light, thus reflecting on the motive to bring a guiding light of hope in this era of uncertainty. As for what we are going to provide, let's take a dive into our main policies and events. For that, our internal vice president will take the stage for a rundown of our proposed policies.
Thank you. I'm the internal vice president of Fulton. So, let's not hesitate and dive right into our internal policies. To start off, we are going to follow on previous students' unions and seek for the addition of uniform lockers by fate. But uniform locker students have to carry an increasing amount of study materials, the need for more individual storage space is ever desired. We also propose that new public lockers are placed for after-school storage. These public lockers will be situated outside the MPH for usage. A deposit is required to lock the lockers, and the deposit can be retrieved when the key is returned. We are also going to implement various policies to improve the campus hygiene, such as reintroducing paper recycling facilities, installing umbrella racks outside the classrooms, increasing the amount of paper rolls and rearranging rubbish bins on the ground floor. More policies will be introduced further down the line. One of the major changes in life for secondary students is the transition to senior forms. To aid these transitioning students, we are going to invite senior form students to host an elective talk for them, and also provide a survey on the new senior form curriculum as bridging between junior and senior forms. Have you ever had the urge to raise your opinion to school authorities? We would like to provide everyone with these opportunities. We propose to let students have talks with the principal to discuss issues regarding the school. Students can interact with the principal as a student group, representing different views in a small gathering. With the exponential development in technology, the traditional and revamped view in e-learning is already night and day. As to accommodate both views, we will work out a solution with the school regarding e-learning. We also propose to provide charging services to electronic devices and provide a room in which students are allowed to use their electronic devices for studies after school hours. We have also programmed an app for phones in which students are provided with information regarding the school. These services include enrollment for our events and activities, a map for shops within our welfare program, forwarding school notices, a reminder for events and examinations of importance, a school calendar with a cycle day timetable, and much more. As to perk up the school life of students, we'll be introducing theme weeks to our schoolmates. The theme weeks will include activities ranging from workshops to trials. We have confirmed that a STEM week and a cultural week could be underway, with more to come. And to bring even more flair to the school lives of junior form students, we will also propose to let the junior form students have an activity day in January. The activities will also be co-hosted by their fellow classmates. Those who take up the mantle can also gain leadership experiences. One rising hobby and entertainment is competitive gaming. To let our schoolmates wind down from the hectic school life and socialize, we propose that esports tournaments are regularly held during long holidays and after major tests and exams. Not only will we introduce new activities, we will of course bring back the past inter-class activities as listed here to ensure the passing down of traditions. With these events and policies introduced, I would like to invite our External Vice President to continue with the external activities as we have planned.
Thank you. I am honored to be given the stage so that we can introduce external activities as we have planned them. We have confirmed the collaboration with Monsan College and Daughters of Mary Hub of Christian Siuming Catholic Secondary School in hosting a ball during Christmas. This is a golden opportunity for students to socialize, forging bond with new friends, all while winding down from the accumulated stress from our tedious daily lives. Other external events we have planned include the collaboration in mock exams to hone students' speaking skill, a joint school city tracing to bask in the wonders of our city, a public cleaning experience for students to enact their civic responsibilities, and an exchange program with our supporting schools to broaden students' horizon. We are hard at work to match these events with suitable supporting schools to ensure that the events can bloom into fruition and succeed. The schools we have joined force are shown on the screen now. We would like to provide a disclaimer for all external activities. Due to the uncertainties caused by the pandemic, we cannot ensure that the events can be carried out as planned. We will, nonetheless, strive to ensure that these can be hosted seamlessly as long as it is within our power. Please also allow me to give a brief introduction to the welfare we are able to enlist, and to provide a brief rundown for student services we have installed. Here is a map of the shop in the surrounding areas with those we have negotiated various discounts and offered for students in this school. We have also talked it out with these following brands to provide discounts and benefits for our fellow schoolmates. We will also provide various services for our schoolmates. For example, we will provide lending services for basketballs, volleyballs, table tennis, umbrellas, calculators, sweaters, earphones, and portable chargers. We will also sell stationery, 2A batteries, and single-liner paper. Furthermore, we will provide photo taking and printing services, as well as publishing the regular black paper magazine Netflix. Next, I would like to invite our Financial Secretary to detail our financial budget.
Thank you. I am the Financial Secretary of Fulton, and here is our financial report. We have put a rough estimation to the income and expenses throughout the year. You may refer to the table as shown on the screen. The PowerPoint will also be published on our Instagram account afterwards. Unfortunately, due to the lack of time, we are unable to show to you our promotional video we have prepared for you. You may watch it through our social media accounts, namely Instagram and YouTube. We hope you will look forward to our policies, services, and events we have put forward. However, we cannot hope to accomplish these without your help and support. Therefore, I urge you all to vote for Cabinet No. 1 Fulton to refurbish and improve the dull school life of our schoolmates, returning to its former glory and shine a beam of hope as a lighthouse to guide our schoolmates in this era of uncertainty. Thank you.
Next, let us welcome to proposed Cabinet No. 2, Epoch.
Testing. Good evening, principal, teachers, and my fellow schoolmates. I'm Terry Wong from Class 4A, the president of the proposed Students' Union Cabinet No. 2, Epoch. Epoch means an era with new progress. During the pandemic, the school was suspended and the students lost their precious school times. But still, we would like to strive for a new era with chanting voice during the pandemic. To provide a better school life for chanting boys and concern about their benefits, we decided to implement several policies. Firstly, as more new subjects are added to the junior form syllabus, the demand for storage space for junior form students is increased. Therefore, we propose to add lockers for each junior form student to put their study materials. Secondly, one of the most important roles of the Students' Union is to act as a bridge between students and the school. In order to provide a platform for students to convey their voice to us, we propose to set up an opinion collection box. Your opinion will be taken seriously by all our members, and it will be delivered to the school. Also, we would like to set up a democratic wall, which is a place for students to express their thoughts on current social issues. Next, for the convenience of students, we would like to request a refrigerator to let students place their lunchbox and a microwave oven to reheat their food. Students can store their food in the refrigerator and enjoy their lunch on the school campus. Lastly, we have noticed that there are a few green plants only in school besides the car park. To provide a more comfortable campus and increase the biodiversity in our campus, we would like to add more green plants and raise the concern of students to green campus. For external activities, let me invite our external Vice President, Daniel Chen. Daniel, please.
Thanks, Terry. Last year, the pandemic spread around the world. Many students are disappointed as various joint school activities and inter-school competitions are cancelled. In the upcoming year, we hope to provide various external activities for our schoolmates, such as joint school concert, Christmas ball, joint school 3-on-3 basketball tournaments. For more, please refer to the screen. As we have around 100 supporting schools, including Yinghua Girls' School, Our Lady of the Rosary College, St. Rose of Lima College, Kowloon True Light School, etc. If we are successfully elected, we will organize some more joint school activities with some of our supporting schools as well. You may find some other supporting schools from the screen. Some of our external activities might not be able to confirm or hold on schedule because of many uncertainties due to the pandemic. Nonetheless, we will strive our best to provide a memorable experience for champion boys. Now, let me pass the time to our Internal Vice President, Nicholas Chen. Nicholas, please.
Thank you. Let me first introduce about the service. To provide a better school life, we are providing these services. The first service is the lending service. We are lending basketball, table tennis ball, tennis paddles, umbrella, hair dryer, and calculator for our training boys, etc. And then we are selling some daily necessities, such as some stationeries, paper towel, socks, towel, hand warmer. And we are providing the photo taking service in internal and external activities, and also the school events. Next, I would like to talk about the internal activities. And in order to enrich Chinese boys' campus life and to leave unforgettable memories, we will organize a series of in-class competitions for Chinese Catholic Secondary School boys. Okay, and as you can see, we are organizing football, tug of war, dodgeball, basketball, 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and you can see, yes. And after that, is some workshop we are organizing. And the first workshop is the leather craft workshop, and the second one is the film photo workshop. We hope we can help students to cultivate interest and have new experience during their school life. Also, we are organizing charity mailbox. We hope we can provide a platform for students to pass on friendship and make CSWCSS more loving. After that, we hope we can organize some festival events. And the first one is cutting narcissus and writing couplets, known as the Fighter, and in the Lunar New Year. The second one is the solving lantern riddles in the Mid-Autumn Festival, and we hope we can create festival goods for our boys. And lastly is the Hong Kong Local Culture Week. And during the week, there are local film screenings, local Cantonese softball cutting stations, inter-house local cultural quizzes, etc. We hope we can increase students' understanding of their own culture and raise awareness for culture conservation. This is the end of our introduction. Thank you.
跟住落嚟就會進入第二個環節，候選內閣主場提問。
Up next is the second section, questions by the opposing proposed students' union cabinet.
喺呢個環節入邊，每個候選內閣會有5分鐘嘅主場時間，以英文向對角作出提問。當中每個候選內閣可以提出嘅問題數目不限，而且可以隨時進行追問。對角係必須喺候選內閣嘅指示底下回應。如果對角喺候選內閣嘅提問之下冇回應，就可能會失去總結部分嘅發言時間。
In this section, each proposed cabinet will have 5 minutes to ask the opposing proposed cabinet questions in English. There will be no limit for the number of questions asked. Follow-up questions may be asked at any time as well. The opposing proposed cabinet must answer the question by the instruction of the proposed cabinet. If the opposing proposed cabinet have given no reaction after the question, they may risk the loss of time in the conclusion section.
首先進行提問嘅會係1號候選內閣高層。
Proposed Cabinets Number 1, Fulton, will first ask their questions.
Hassan. I think you have mentioned before that you have a policy about implementing the democratic law. The democratic law had controversies before. Will you trim off inappropriate notes before posting the post?
Thank you for your question. First, our democratic law has a special issue for regular time. So we don't have this kind of problem.
And which indicates that you are not implementing the policy of democratic law, or you have another meaning?
Sorry, I can't understand your question.
And thanks for answer. And my question is, you are choosing not to implement the democratic law policy, or do you have another option?
Sure, we will organize the democratic law.
Thanks for your answer. My question about the democratic law is that it is known that the democratic law, in the content in the democratic law had controversies before. Will you choose to trim off the appropriate notes before posting the post by students?
Can you repeat one more time?
Let me put this more simple. I want to ask that how would you filter inappropriate languages or some inappropriate posts which should not be posted in the democratic law?
We will monitor the democratic law and at regular time.
Thank you for your answer. How will you ascertain that the message which is posted in the law that won't contradict with current laws?
As I said before, we will monitor the content on the democratic law.
And also in your Instagram post posted before that, you have mentioned that your vision for carrying out one-person, one-office systems in junior form is to prevent drastic increasing infection rates. But yet in the same post below, you mentioned that you intend to create a public area open for students to eat and deposit their food. Won't that contradict with the motive of diminishing the rates of infection? If students can keep their refrigerators and microwaves immaculate, then why is that your aggravated claim that students are unable to maintain a hygiene state of workers?
Before we put the lunch boxes into the refrigerator, we will sterilize it.
I would like to ask a question about the charity mailbox policy. How do you ensure that the letters do not contain any inappropriate or hate messages? However, if you choose to monitor monitor these letters, how do you ensure the privacy of students?
We trust chanting boys know what can do and what they can't.
時間夠，跟住進行提問嘅會係副候選內閣
followed by the proposed cabinet number 2, epoch.
We have no question.
請問 epoch 係咪放棄你嘅主場時間？
We have no question. Thank you.
咁 epoch 嘅主場提問環節將會喺度結束。喺主場提問環節之後，就會進入司儀提問。喺呢個環節入面，將會分為3個部分。第一個部分係必答題，每一題有1分鐘時間回答。兩個候選內閣都可以選擇以廣東話或者英文回答。
After this section, let us enter the third session, questions by the MC. This section will be composed of 3 parts. The first part is compulsory questions. There will be 1 minute given for answering each question. Both proposed cabinets can either use Cantonese or English for answering.
第一題將會先由1號候選內閣高層回答，跟住再到2號候選內閣 epoch 回答。問題係：請評價今屆學生會嘅表現。
The first question will be first answered by photo, then epoch. The question is, please evaluate the performance of the current students' union.
首先我哋係會認為今年嘅學生會 Phoenix 係可以能夠重拾得到長天仔對於學生會嘅信任。咁所以喺疫情當中亦都見到 Phoenix 係有盡佢哋嘅努力去盡量將佢哋可以所實現到啲長天仔嘅全部實現晒出嚟。咁而我哋高強目標亦都係將呢個嘅實驗繼續去延續落去。咁亦都係希望我哋可以提供得到喺我哋嘅能力範圍之內，去為學生爭取到最多嘅嘢，去令到學生喺學校當中嘅權利可以係盡量地去有方法去實現出嚟。
跟住到 epoch 回答。
係，我覺得呢個題目非常有趣。咁其實我覺得呢、我必須讚揚其實今屆學生會其實我覺得係盡咗力嘅，咁啊好多值得欣賞嘅地方啦。首先其實我覺得喺呢個疫情底下，其實好多活動都取消咗嘅。咁我都覺得我好佩服Phoenix 其實可以即係執生啊咁樣嘅。咁其實好多同埋我啲搞嘅活動其實好多都好新穎啦。咁好似即係小巴自牌咁樣啦，其實我覺得係幾新鮮嘅一個活動嚟嘅。咁其實可以令到同學去對自己文化深刻啲啊。咁其實我覺得呢個係幾欣賞嘅。咁其實之後我就覺得有個美中不足嘅地方就係其實我希望Phoenix 可能係即係時間唔夠安排唔係好夠彈性啦。其實希望其實可以唔會係多啲時間去做通知啊，就好似之前班男咁樣，其實都出現過一啲嘅問題啦。咁係可以做得更加好嘅，係咁樣。多謝。
第二題將會先由2號候選內閣 epoch 回答，跟住再到1號候選內閣高層回答。問題係：如果你哋淨係有機會實現競選政綱嘅其中一項，你哋會揀邊一項呢？
The second question will be first answered by epoch, then photo. The question is, if you could only implement one item in the manifesto, which one would you choose?
咁如果我哋可以實現我哋競選政綱其中一項活動的話咧，咁我哋就會選擇去舉辦唔同嘅工作坊俾同學啦。咁因為我哋喺而家嘅疫情底下，好多同學仔就失去咗好多機會去試唔同嘅新嘅事物啦。咁所以我哋喺藉住舉辦唔同嘅工作坊之下咧，咁我哋就可以俾同學仔就去體驗到多啲新鮮嘅事物啦，咁同埋發掘到同學仔嘅興趣，咁所以就我哋就會實踐其中一樣咧，就我哋會選擇呢個舉辦唔同嘅工作坊，因為可以有利到同學啦，咁我哋都可以俾佢試到多啲唔同嘅新嘢咁樣。
跟住到高層回答。
高談所最珍惜嘅一個價值係長兼仔能夠去表達到佢哋個人嘅聲音，即係去使用得到佢哋運用學生權利嘅一個機會。咁喺呢個嘅前提底下，我哋會選擇只可以實現一樣嘅政策底下，我哋係會選擇同校長嘅對話，因為呢一樣嘢係最能夠實踐得到係學校同學生之間嘅一個溝通。咁學生就算係來自唔同嘅級別啊，來自唔同嘅學生組織，咁佢哋都會有一個機會去反映到佢哋嘅聲音。咁即使如果我哋係由學校唔同嘅持份者，亦都可以接收到學生嘅聲音，去將佢哋希望所做到嘅嘢去實踐出嚟，佢哋想表達嘅意見，亦都可以有一個接收統計。
第三題將會先由1號候選內閣高長回答，跟住再到2號候選內閣 A 婆回答。問題係：如果校方嘅施政同學生主流嘅意見係有好大差別嘅話，請問你哋會點樣處理呢個分歧呢？
The third question will be first answered by Photon, then Epoch. The question is, if the policy implemented by the school has a huge contrast with the voices of students, how would you handle this problem?
我哋係喺面對呢個嘅所衝突嘅時候，我哋會因為學生會係一個由學生直接所投票選出嚟嘅一個組織嚟，咁所以我哋認為學生會需要尊重嘅價值就係學生想反映嘅聲音。咁喺為咗令到喺所有嘅學生同埋學校嘅立場之間取得一個平衡，我哋會希望係透過用投票嘅形式去俾學生嘅聲音可以能夠集中顯示表達到俾校方去聽，咁去雙方之間嘅一個嘅溝通同埋係一個去咁我哋作為嘅學生會，咁亦都我哋選擇去運用呢一個即係點樣去實踐呢個投票機制，係透過我哋所推出嘅手機應用程式入面，我哋都係會希望可以俾學生甚至乎係無論係有冇呢啲咁嘅意見衝突嘅時候，我哋都希望可以有俾學生一個進行簡單個投票嘅一個權利。
跟住到 Apple 回答。
學生會咧係學校同學生之間嘅力量啦。如果真係有呢啲類似嘅情況出現咧，我哋會同時與校方同埋學生去協商，喺保持學生嘅利益最大化嘅情況之下咧，又同時可以符合到學校嘅發展方向。呢一道橋，我哋一定唔可以去偏向另一邊，即係或者偏袒另一邊啦。如果呢條唔係嘅話咧，呢條橋嘅重心就失咗重心，最後就會係坍塌，導致學校同埋學生之間都冇咗溝通。所以我認為保持中立係好重要嘅。我哋會好好準備成為學校同埋學生之間嘅橋梁。多謝。
而家將會進入司儀提問嘅第2個部分，指定候選內閣回答。喺呢個部分，每個候選內閣將可以選擇以廣東話或者英文回答2條由司儀提問嘅問題，每一題將會有30秒時間回答。第一個回答嘅係1號候選內閣高層。
Now, we will enter the second part. We will ask questions for the specific proposed cabinets. Each proposed cabinet can either use Cantonese or English to answer the 2 questions asked by the MC. 30 seconds will be given to answer each question. The proposed cabinet's photo will answer first.
第一條問題係：你哋有唔少競選承諾都係同校園政策有關，而當中係需要同校方有緊密合作。如果你哋上任之後，校方冷處理你哋所提出嘅意見嘅話，你哋會點樣實踐選舉承諾呢？
The first question is, you have quite a lot of campaign promises which are about school policies, and close collaboration with the school is required. If you are elected and the school does not handle your suggestion, how will you put your promise into practice?
我哋所提出嘅政策係已經全部係有同學校嘅初步嘅商討之下係有實現嘅可能。咁當中可能同學最擔心嘅係呢個同校長嘅對話啦，以及係推行呢個改善電子學習嘅呢個範疇。咁當中呢2項已經係直接分別同校長同埋有相關負責電子學習老師係完全確認概念係可以能夠實行出嚟。
第2條問題係： 你哋其中一項政綱為改善電子學習環境，請問你哋有冇具體嘅實行計劃呢？
The second question is, one of the items in your manifesto is improving the e-learning environment. May I ask if you have a specific plan?
我哋初步嘅計劃喺頭先嘅PowerPoint入邊都有顯示過啦，就係提供充電服務，然後開放一個指定嘅房間去俾同學喺放學之後去進行佢哋嘅電子學習需要嘅。咁喺我哋學校初步嘅商討底下，係透過分級開放嘅形式去俾同學係首先去試一下究竟呢個嘅計劃係咪能夠有個實踐嘅空間出嚟，咁而再從而如果能夠嘅話，我哋就去實行至到全校所有學生。
跟住回答嘅係2號候選內閣 Epoch。
Next to answer is the proposed cabinet number 2, Epoch.
第一條問題係，你哋嘅競選承諾當中有幾項都係聯校活動，但係喺現今嘅防疫條例底下，呢啲活動可能淨係可以俾有接種疫苗或者願意接受檢測嘅同學參與。如果係咁，你哋仲會唔會舉辦呢？定係你哋會放棄實行呢啲競選承諾呢？
The first question is, in your campaign promises, a few of them are in-school activities, but under the current pandemic precautions, these activities will only be open for those who have received the vaccine or those who are willing to receive the checkup. If this is the situation, will you continue to hold the activities, or will you forfeit in implementing these campaign promises?
咁如果係遇到咗呢個情況嘅時候，咁我哋首先會同校方去商討咗先啦。咁我哋就希望係可以遵守到呢個規範啦。咁若果係一定要同學仔去打針或者做檢測的話，咁我哋就會先同咗其他聯校先同佢哋商討咗佢哋其他同學出席嘅意願啦。咁如果唔肯出席，咁我哋就會更改咗佢。咁若果係太嚴重嗰日，梗係同學有先。
第二條問題係，你哋其中一項政綱為設立民主牆。如果呢個政綱真係能夠實行到，你哋認唔認為會出現一啲潛在風險呢？而你哋又有冇啲咩相關嘅應對措施呢？
The second question is, one of the items in your manifesto is setting up the opinion collection box and the democratic wall. If this can be implemented, do you think there will be some potential risk, and do you have any countering measures?
咁呢一個民主牆其實咧係一個有時事議題嘅一個嘅牆嚟㗎啦。咁其實我哋會有一個嘅 particular 嗰個 topic 係幫啲同學仔去跟住嗰個時事去嗰個議題去講嘅。咁其實可能有啲防疫啊，或者係啲東京奧運啊，即係比較貼近同學嘅嘅議題啦。咁其實民主牆係一個其實一個好發俾學生自由表達意見一個嘅牆嚟嘅。咁其實我哋都唔，我哋好新人時間夠，請停止發言。
跟住落嚟將會進入司儀提問嘅第3個部分，搶答題。喺呢個部分，兩個候選內閣需要鬥快撳台面上嘅搶答鐘，較快嘅候選內閣先可以回答。而同樣，回答嘅語言可以係廣東話或者英語。每條問題有30秒嘅時間回答。
To continue, let's enter the third part, quick answer questions. In this part, both proposed cabinets have to press the answering machine. The faster cabinets can first answer the question. The proposed cabinets can use either Cantonese or English to answer the question. 30 seconds will be given for answering each question.
而喺搶答方面，司儀將會先以廣東話同英文讀完問題，然後再數3聲，候選內閣先再撳搶答鐘。
The MC will first use Cantonese and English to read aloud the question. After the MC counts down from 3 to 1, the proposed cabinet can then press the bell.
第一條問題係，政府喺今年推出咗唔少同中學生有關嘅政策，包括高中課程改革同埋國安教育。就住上述嘅施政，請問你哋有冇任何嘅相關嘅措施去協助同學呢？
The first question is, the government has promoted many policies relevant to the students this year. This includes the reform of the syllabus to Form 4 to Form 6 and the national security education. According to the above policies, may I ask if you have any relevant measures to help the students?
好，預備，3、2、1，高潮。
喺我哋頭先嘅介紹 PowerPoint 入面係有講述到去改善呢個高中嘅銜接嘅課程，咁當中亦係會包括到我哋喺對應呢個新嘅學制底下去所進行嘅一個文件嘅調查啦，以及係向初中嘅同學咁有個傳播講座，咁當中亦可能會包括係向佢哋詳細去介紹到喺課程嘅改革之後，唔同科目嘅考評嘅準則係同以往嘅有咩嘅改變嘅，咁亦都令到佢哋可以有更加多嘅認識。
第二條問題係喺疫情肆虐底下，同學少咗好多機會喺學校上堂，當中令到唔少長天仔對學校嘅歸屬感下降。請問你哋認為咁樣會唔會影響你哋嘅工作呢？而你哋有冇任何嘅措施去改善呢個現況呢？
The second question is, under this pandemic, students lost their chances to attend lessons in school. This results in students' sense of belonging to the school dropping. Do you think this will affect your work? Will you have any measures to improve this situation?
預備，3、2、1。Sorry，啱啱搶答機有少少故障，我哋嚟多次。我哋數3、2、1之後再嚟多次 ，sorry。預備3、2、1。依旁。
我認為呢一個係唔會影響我哋嘅工作。首先，因為學生會係作為一個學生同學校之間溝通嘅橋梁，增加學生對學校嘅歸屬感，本身就係我哋嘅職責。而我哋嘅政策亦都會推出唔少嘅班際活動、下一班嘅康等等，令同學可以體驗更多唔同嘅事物，亦都會有機會令同學仔可以以長天嘅身份帶住長天嘅身份去出席一啲聯校嘅活動。
司儀提問環節去到呢度就正式結束，跟住落嚟將會進入同學提問嘅環節。喺選舉論壇開始之前，我哋喺網上收集咗同學對2個候選同學嘅問題，所以跟住落嚟嘅環節，所提問嘅問題全部由同學提出。
The question by MC section has ended. Next is the question by students section. Before the start of the election forum, we've gathered students' questions for both the proposed candidates. Therefore, in the next session, all the questions will be from students.
而為咗保障同學，呢個環節係唔會公開同學嘅資料。
In order to protect students, this section will not disclose any information of students.
喺呢個環節入邊，每一條問題將有30秒時間回答，而回答嘅語言就根據翻嗰條問題嘅提問語言。
In this section, 30 seconds will be given for answering each question. As for the language used for answering, it will be based on the language used for asking the question.
第一條問題係問1號候選人郭高層嘅。有同學留意到你哋提出咗有關改善校園環境衛生嘅方案，但係就冇清楚列出具體嘅實行方法。請問如果你哋成功當選，將會以乜嘢嘅方法去實行改善校園環境衛生嘅目標呢？
多謝同學嘅提問啦。咁喺我哋頭先嘅所介紹嘅PowerPoint入面係有提及到，我哋主要有4樣嘅政策去針對呢個教師改善校園環境衛生，包括係重推呢個嘅廢紙回收，喺班房入面包括出面外牆裝遮架啦。咁喺地面層去安裝更加多嘅紙巾筒，以及去將地面嘅垃圾桶嘅位置去重新擺放。
第二條問題係問2號候選人郭依旁嘅。請問你哋對環保同埋可持續發展有乜嘢睇法呢？
我哋認為環保同可持續發展喺現今嘅社會係必要嘅。我哋翻開報章，我哋發覺見到一啲新聞啊評論係關於因為疫情肆虐，但反而令到碳排放減少等嘅現象。呢一點好值得我哋去反思一下，究竟係咪因為社會急速嘅發展而令到失卻咗關於地球嘅保育呢？所以我哋學生會提倡呢個綠化校園嘅政策。
第3題將會先由1號候選人郭高層回答，跟住再到2號候選人郭依旁回答。問題係點解你哋會覺得自己能夠勝任學生會一職？
我哋會認為 學生會當中牽涉到唔同嘅範疇，包括推動唔同嘅政策活動等等，咁亦都為學生提供福利咁。我認為我哋喺今年能夠所為同學長天仔所提供到嘅係喺我哋嘅時間安排之下係非常之嘅充足，以及係能夠令到長天仔喺全年期間都可以獲得到佢哋相應可以得到嘅一啲嘅福利，同埋佢哋可以利用嘅權利。
跟住到 E-pop 回答。
喺我哋 E-pop 嘅14個成員入面咧，都係不乏有唔同範疇嘅成員啦。無論係運動、籃球隊、田徑隊、泳隊，定係去到音樂方面，甚至係中樂團、合唱團，甚至係啲比較文化嘅學會，我哋都有成員喺入面。所以我覺得我哋係好清楚長天係一間長天仔需要嘅嘢。
跟住嗰題將會先由2號候選內閣 E-pop 回答，跟住再到1號候選內閣高層回答。問題係學生會同風紀隊都係學校入邊嘅師兄同埋學長，點解你哋會選擇擔任學生會而唔係加入風紀隊呢？你哋認為兩者又有啲乜嘢分別呢？
我就覺得風紀隊係一個比較講求紀律同埋服從嘅一個團隊啦，但係學生會係比較講自主性同埋一啲領導能力嘅一個團隊。
以我自身係同時間係後選緊出嚟學生會，以及我都係風紀隊成員嘅身份，我係可以同你講係學生會所比較追求嘅係學生嘅所獨立自主，可以俾學生有好多權利嘅一個組織。風紀隊係負責咗學校嘅一個紀律性質，咁兩個嘅團體其實喺本質上係差啲共地，定係完全咗係唔能夠同時間或者係我哋必須要責任嘅人。
第5題將會先由1號候選內閣高層回答，跟住再到2號候選內閣 E-pop 回答。問題係你哋希望長天變成一個點樣嘅地方？
我哋係會希望長天係首先能夠如同我哋理念咁樣去回復翻喺疫情前大家能夠所珍惜到長天仔呢個身份嘅一啲嘅生活。咁我哋希望係團結到所有嘅長天仔可以認識翻以前長天嘅模樣啦，然後係可以喺疫情當中去回復翻我哋係一個屬於長天仔嘅一個生活。
我希望長天係一個有凝聚力，係一個充滿兄弟情嘅地方。就好似以前嘅教區運動會咁樣，我哋都會有一種嘅團聚力喺度啦。我希望長天仔對自己長天，即係身為長天仔呢個身份更加去自豪。
最後一題將會先由2號候選內閣 E-pop 回答，跟住再到1號候選內閣高層回答。問題係喺近年疫情肆虐底下，學界之間嘅聯校合作比較疏離。請問你哋有乜嘢措施去改善呢一個現況呢？
就係正因為學界之間嘅合作嘅疏離啦，咁所以我哋就決定咗喺今年就會希望可以搞多啲唔同嘅聯校活動啦，咁從而可以除咗俾同學仔參加到多啲活動之外，同埋可以增長到同學校之間嘅交流同埋合作啦，咁就可以令到我哋嘅疏離就冇咁大啦。
咁當然喺疫情當中，我哋係有面對到係唔同學校之間嘅關係比較上疏離咗之後，咁相應所進行活動亦都係會減少。咁我哋所希望能夠可以實踐到嘅係，我哋會考慮將我哋可能有時校內嘅活動啦，咁亦都係可以擴展到去同其他學校去進行，包括係一啲嘅實體活動以及係網上活動，亦都會保留去同其他聯校去商討一齊舉辦嘅方式。
同學提問環節去到呢度正式結束，而家將會去到選舉論壇嘅最後一個環節，候選內閣總結。
This section has officially ended. Now, let's move on to the last session, the conclusion of the proposed cabinets.
喺呢個環節入邊， 每個候選內閣有3分鐘嘅時間，以英文作最後嘅發言。
In this section, each proposed cabinet will have 3 minutes for their conclusion. English must be used.
首先，我哋有請1號候選內閣復查。
First, welcome the proposed cabinet number 1, Fulton.
Thank you. Good evening all. As the President of Fulton, I would like to reiterate our main targets and goals. By using hope as our basis, we can visualize the hope that can revitalize the school life champion boys have neglected. We shall be benefactors to all champion boys. We shall overhaul this monotonous life we now lead. One secondary school life should be filled to the brim with precious moments for compromising studies. And we're here to light up a path for everyone. We shall address our promise to all champion boys. Although we are facing uncertainties under the pandemic, if we have a chance to become the Students' Union for all, we will strive for our best to provide as much as we can to all champion boys. In lots of times, we don't choose to hold on because there is hope. Instead, we will continue to strive and we can see the hope. At last, I will hope that all champion boys can give your vote to us, Cabinet number 1 Fulton, to give us a chance to show our abilities and our plan the policies to all of you, which can give your benefits more than us. Thank you.
跟住到2號候選內閣 Epoch。
Then, let's welcome the proposed cabinet number 2, Epoch.
To conclude, our aim is to be a bridge between students and the school and hope to provide a harmonious school campus for you. It is our honor to have a chance to serve all champion boys, and we will put all our effort in our work. If we are successfully elected, I'm sure that we will lead champion to a new epoch. Vote for us, Cabinet number 2 Epoch. Thank you.
選舉論壇去到呢度正式完結，多謝2個候選內閣嘅參與。
The election forum has come to an end. Thank you for the participation of the 2 proposed cabinets.
同時喺呢度都特別多謝光芒處理直播嘅校園電視台，安排現場音響嘅舞台管理隊，同埋睇到呢度嘅各位同學。
Let us express our deepest gratitude to the Campus TV for holding it live, the stage management team for organizing the live audio, and also all of our viewers.
如果同學想重溫選舉論壇，可以上校園電視台嘅 YouTube channel 揾翻今次嘅直播記錄。
If you would like to watch the election forum again, you may go to the YouTube channel of Campus TV to find the record of this live.
而本年度學生會選舉嘅投票將會喺下星期1、2，即係7月12至13號喺網上進行。詳情將會稍後喺選舉委員會嘅 IG 公佈，請同學密切留意。
Last but not least, the annual Students' Union election will be held on next Monday and next Tuesday, which is the 12th of July to the 13th of July. For further details, it will be disclosed on the Students' Union Election Committee's Instagram account.
學生會選舉論壇到呢度正式結束，我哋下年再見，拜拜。
The Students' Union Election Forum is officially ended. We look forward to seeing you next year. Goodbye.